The righteousness of Tobit, the exile and blindness. In 730 BCE, Tobit, a devout Israelite, lives in exile in Nineveh, the heart of the Assyrian Empire. Despite his foreign surroundings, Tobit adheres to the Torah, specifically, the mitzvah of burying the dead, as outlined in Deuteronomy chapter 21 verse 23. Even though the Assyrian king's decrees are harsh, Tobit's actions are driven by a deep commitment to God's law, showing that righteousness is defined by God's commandments, not the surrounding empire. However, Tobit's devotion comes at a cost. After secretly burying a fellow Israelite, he is struck with blindness, which becomes his physical and emotional burden. Despite this affliction, Tobit's faith remains steadfast. In his prayers, he pleads for deliverance, echoing the Torah's theme of God's protection for the righteous, even in the midst of suffering. Psalm chapter 34 verse 18, Sarah's torment, a parallel prayer for deliverance. Around the same time, in Ecbatana, circa 720 BCE, Sarah, a young woman, faces her own tragic circumstances. Cursed by the demon Asmodeus, who has killed 7 of her husbands on their wedding night, Sarah remains faithful to the Torah. Despite her suffering, she continues to pray, asking God for deliverance from the demon. Like Tobit, Sarah's prayers for salvation are heard by God, and she too experiences the healing power of divine intervention. The parallel prayers of Tobit and Sarah underscore the Torah's message that God listens to the cries of the righteous, especially those in distress. Psalm chapter 34 verse 17. Both of their stories highlight the power of faith and prayer in times of deep personal anguish. The angel Raphael and divine providence. In 715 BCE, Tobias, Tobit's son, embarks on a journey to collect money in Media. Along the way, he is accompanied by a stranger named Azariah, who is revealed to be the archangel Raphael. Raphael's presence exemplifies the Torah's depiction of angels as messengers and protectors of God's faithful. Exodus chapter 23 verse 20. Throughout Tobias' journey, Raphael provides guidance, protection, and wisdom, reflecting the Torah's teaching on divine guidance and providence. The angel's role underscores the importance of trusting in God's will, knowing that God works through unseen means to protect his people. The marriage to Sarah, deliverance from the demon Asmodeus. Tobias and Sarah's marriage serves as a symbolic union where God's law brings both healing and redemption. In line with the Torah's teachings on the sanctity of marriage, Genesis chapter 2 verse 24, Tobias' marriage to Sarah marks the breaking of the demonic curse that has plagued her. By following Raphael's instructions and using the fish's liver and heart as incense, Tobias drives away the demon Asmodeus, freeing Sarah from his torment. This event emphasizes the healing power found in obedience to God's laws and the importance of faith in overcoming evil forces. Healing of Tobit, a restoration of sight and faith. Tobias returns home with Sarah, and Tobit's sight is miraculously restored when Tobias applies the fish's gall to his father's eyes. This divine healing mirrors the Torah's promise of restoration and redemption for those who remain faithful to God. Exodus chapter 15 verse 26. Tobit's recovery is symbolic of the broader restoration promised to the people of Israel. Those who remain faithful will ultimately be healed and redeemed. In his restored state, Tobit praises God for his mercy and recounts the ways in which God has answered his prayers, healed his blindness, and fulfilled his promises. This moment underscores the Torah's message that God, though hidden at times, is always present and faithful to his covenant. Final words of wisdom, a legacy of faith. As Tobit nears the end of his life, he leaves a legacy of faithfulness, urging his son Tobias to continue in the ways of the Torah. He stresses the importance of righteous living and obedience to God's commandments, which reflect the core teachings of the Torah, to honor God in all aspects of life, and to live justly, with mercy and integrity. Tobit's death, peaceful and fulfilling, represents the reward of a life lived in faithful adherence to God's law. His passing, followed by Tobias and Sarah continuing in the ways of the Torah, symbolizes the enduring legacy of faith and righteousness passed down through generations. Righteousness in exile. Tobit's commitment to the Torah in the face of Assyrian oppression demonstrates the power of faith even when far from the land of Israel. The Torah teaches that righteousness is not dependent on one's location or external circumstances. Deuteronomy chapter 30 verses 1 to 10. Divine providence. The angel Raphael's guidance reflects the Torah's theme of God's protection and providence. Raphael's involvement emphasizes how God works through intermediaries to provide for and protect his people. Exodus chapter 23 verse 20. Faith and family. The story underscores the importance of family and the role of faith within it. Like the Shema, Deuteronomy chapter 6 verses 4 to 9, Tobit teaches that faith is passed down through generations and guides the actions of individuals within the family unit. Divine healing. The healing of Tobit's blindness through God's intervention echoes the Torah's teachings on restoration and healing through faith and obedience to God's laws. Exodus chapter 15 verse 26. However, Tobit was removed from many Protestant Bibles during the Reformation. Reformers like Martin Luther questioned the authenticity of texts not found in the Hebrew Bible. These texts were classified as Apocrypha, and many Protestant versions of the Bible, such as the King James Bible, excluded them. The Book of Tobit focuses on faith and family values, highlighting the importance of prayer, trust in God, and family unity. Charity, encouraging acts of kindness and service to others. Divine providence, demonstrating how God intervenes in the lives of the faithful. A quote from the book beautifully captures its essence. Do not turn your face away from any poor man, and God will not turn his face away from you. The story of Tobit remains a testament to faith, charity, and divine guidance. While debates over its canonical status persist, its teachings continue to inspire readers across traditions. By exploring its journey through history, we gain a deeper appreciation of the diverse ways in which the Bible has shaped faith and spirituality.